Our top focus story is Prime Minister Narendra Modi's address at the all-party meeting on Kashmir. He called a spade on Pakistan-sponsored terror in this state. He said the government, both at the centre and the state, will reach out to the youth. They will reach out to all stakeholders of peace. But he made one thing very clear. There will be no compromise on anti-terror operations. He appreciated the restraint showed by security forces. He directed the Ministry of External Affairs to expose Pakistan globally. Our political bureau with this report.
As far as the life and comfort of the ordinary people is concerned, we should try and ensure that life returns to normal as far as their circumstances are concerned.
A big political outreach was strife-torn Kashmir Valley. Government announces talks with all stakeholders in the valley. The decision was taken at the all-party meeting in Delhi. At the marathon meeting, which stretched to 8 hours, Prime Minister Modi sent out a powerful message to PoK, terming PoK as part of India and calling for holding talks with representatives of PoK. Modi also spoke about the human rights violations in Balochistan.
अब समय आ गया है कि पाकिस्तान को विश्व के सामने बलूचिस्तान में और पाक अधिकृत कश्मीर में लोगों पर हो रहे अत्याचारों का जवाब देना होगा।
आज भी अधिकतर और उसके साथ हम लोगों ने ये भी बताया कि जहां तक भारत की एकता और अखंडता का सवाल है उसमें कोई कंप्रोमाइज नहीं करना चाहिए। उसमें सभी पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज एक।
Most areas of the Kashmir Valley remained under curfew to thwart a march by separatists and possible violence after Friday press. Separatist sympathizers were detained.
On the ground, the situation continues to remain tense. It is the 35th day of the crisis.
After Home Minister Rajnath Singh's recent assertion that India can only talk PoK with Pakistan, Islamabad said that it will invite New Delhi for a dialogue. Britain, however, snubbed Pakistan's bid to internationalize the Kashmir issue.
That is for the two countries, and it always has been for the two countries. But on the big issues of security and counter-terrorism, we stand shoulder to shoulder when it comes to supporting India, you know, within that macro landscape on those big issues.
Will Pakistan now take the cue and stop meddling in the valley? With Smita Sharma in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
A very stern message to Pakistan. Pakistan-occupied Kashmir belongs to India. Syed Muhammad Tariq Pirzada, he's a defense analyst. He joins me from Pakistan. Lieutenant General B.S. Jaswal is former Army Commander, Northern Command, knows the state like the back of his hand. He joins me on the broadcast from Chandigarh. General Jaswal, your take on the Prime Minister's speech at the all-party meeting, especially the point where he said Jammu Kashmir comprises 4 parts. Jammu, Kashmir, Ladakh and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, all of which belongs to India.
For once, I am so very happy that the Prime Minister of India, in very unequivocal manner, has conveyed to Pakistan that they are sitting on our territory, Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, and that belongs to us, and they should give it to us. I think time has come that we must now stress over this time and again, and there should be no dialogue with Pakistan till the time they don't understand this particular aspect, that PoK is our land and they must vacate it in accordance with the UN resolution.
Absolutely, and let me get Tariq Pirzada to respond to this. Yes, Tariq Pirzada, will Pakistan, sir, be open to the idea of India talking about Pakistan forcibly occupying a part of Kashmir and that Pakistan should vacate it?
Well, Gaurav, your problem is being in denial. You know, the man who internationalized the issue of Kashmir, his name was Jawaharlal Nehru, the Prime Minister of India, #1. and he was a bit honest, more honest than today's Narendra Modi. The problem with Narendra Modi is that he
Sir,
thinks
please don't
that he
tell me.
is a
I asked you a specific question. Tariq Pirzada, give me a moment, sir. Give me a moment. You know, Tariq Pirzada, it's really funny. I ask you your name, you tell me your age. I have asked you a very specific question. Will Pakistan be open to the idea of India talking about Pakistan-occupied Kashmir? That's a simple question, sir.
I was just reminding you that which territory is in dispute. Because the Indian territory of Kashmir is in dispute under the UN resolutions.
I am sorry, maybe General Jaswal
and 5,000 Kashmiris who are bleeding in Kashmir, killed or wounded by the Indian armed forces.
You know, there was a section of the media which may have bought this. There was a section of India which bought all these claims of yours. But that India has changed, General. That India has changed, Mr. Pirzada. And General Jaswal, you know Kashmir like the back of your hand. Also, please tell Tariq Pirzada what the UN resolution was all about and where he is so wrong, so wrong. Mr. Pirzada, let's not go for rhetoric on the broadcast. No rhetoric.
Mr. Pirzada, kindly cut your rhetoric. We are in a discussion, not an argument.
Kindly hear him out. I will give you an opportunity not to rant but to make a point.
Mr. Pirzada.
General Jaswal.
Mr. Pirzada, I would request you cut the rhetoric and listen to the logic. There were three conditions. All of us know that. You have not abided by the first one to withdraw. Secondly, please allow me to speak. Mr. Pirzada, allow me to speak. I did not intervene when you were talking.
So, Tariq Pirzada, I'll give you a moment to catch your breath.
Pirzada, you've been a diplomat.
I'll give you a moment, catch your breath. Take a deep breath, sir, and relax for a moment. General Jaswal, will the Pakistan government also react exactly the way Tariq Pirzada is, unwilling to look within and hear India question Pakistan's track record in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir?
You see, what Mr. Pirzada is talking is a clear reflection of the mindset. Even there, Nisar Ali, for that matter, the Interior Minister, what he was talking, you know, the support to Kashmiris, etc., etc. So Mr. Pirzada's statements are a reflection of what is innate in the minds of the Kashmiri government, the Pakistani government. I want to just clarify 2-3 points which will put the correct perspective. One, the UN resolution which are there, all of us know it. The first was not complied with. First was the ceasefire, the second was they were supposed to withdraw. On our part, we've been holding elections in this area.
Yes.
There was the Constituent Assembly. Now this assembly members, 6 of them were chosen by the Kashmiris themselves.
Absolutely.
And the constitution was written.
Absolutely.
Chapter 1, section 3 of that, it says Kashmir is and will remain part of India, and to negate any vociferous tendencies subsequently who would like to change this provision, section 147 says this particular provision in section 3 will not be changed.
Okay.
Now, when you talk about Kashmir,
in your appreciation,
this is the will of the people that
you know,
have been accepted.
we hope Tariq Pirzada, instead of rhetoric, will read all of this, as will some of his supporters and supporters of the Pakistani establishment. But General Jaswal, in your opinion, what impact will Prime Minister Modi's concluding address to the all-party meeting have on ground in Kashmir, in your opinion?
There's a very good, fallout which is going to be there in the valley, because the Prime Minister was very, very forthright. The elements that he decided that we are not going to give an inch of our territory to anyone. 2, Kashmiris are our own people and they deserve what they want, what the rest of the country is having. He is so approachable and there is so much a difference of opinion amongst the parties. So that is the reason he has said, I will take an all-party delegation, send it over there. And also at the same time would highlight the atrocities of Pakistan, their endeavor to induce terrorism in Kashmir, in our Kashmir, try and bleed India by committing our forces over there and suffering casualties, etc.
And let me get Tariq Pirzada to react to
everything.
this.
He is approachable to the...
Yes, Tariq Pirzada, Prime Minister Narendra Modi exposed Pakistan's role in sponsoring terror in India in the past 3 decades. He's given details, and kindly hear me out, Tariq Pirzada, before you react. 34,000 AK-47 assault rifles, 5,000 grenade launchers, 90 light machine guns, 12,000 pistols, 3 anti-tank missiles, 4 anti-aircraft guns, 350 missile launchers. Pakistan's literally waging war against India. Tariq Pirzada in Kashmir.
Well, here is the answer. I wish Pakistan was in a position or would have been in a position to, support the Kashmiris inside the Indian-controlled Kashmir. I wish that were the case. It has not happened so far. So all your allegations are false, number one. Number two, as far as Pakistan is concerned, Sartaj Aziz has made it very clear today that India is directly involved through Afghanistan into Balochistan, and the incident and the tragedy that happened in Balochistan a few days ago.
Tariq Pirzada, perhaps you will have to wait for electricity in Pakistan.
And its agents in NSP.
Okay.
Number two,
we are hoping Pakistan's energy security needs will improve in the times to come, sir. We will continue talking to you on the broadcast, but on India Today, we will expose Pakistan's obnoxious track record in treating minorities, especially Hindus, young girls, abducted, forcibly converted, threatened with death, or actually killed. The Hindu community in Pakistan is now up in arms. They're raising this issue not just in Pakistan's National Assembly, but also on the streets, seeking the arrest of the kingpin of forced conversion, Mithu Mia. This is an India Today special investigation. Anil Kumar with this report.
Pakistani Hindus out on the street, seeking an end to living in fear of persecution, of being converted, hounded and executed. Hindus are being hunted under Nawaz Sharif's watch in Pakistan. The men looted, stabbed and shot, and now families are marching on the streets as their girls are being stalked, abducted and converted.
17 तारीख ते जगह बात मनक दिया 28 तारीख ते तो अगवा थी वही है जेको पो असा के फोन आयो नादर बेगदार जेको फराद बेगदार जेको रिटायर सस्पेंड जज उन जे पुट उन के अगवा कयो असा एफआईआर दाखिल कराई है डिफेंस थाने ते हिंदुन के असा मुसलमान कयूं ऐ उन उहे असा जा दुश्मनन असा के हुकूमत में इन में को भी तहफ़्फ़ुज़ न तो मिले पीपल्स पार्टी हुकूमत में असा दा वडो जुल्म तो थे
The villain of the piece this time, the controversial former PPP National Assembly member Mia Mithu, whose real name is Peer Abdul Haq and is a Muslim cleric from an influential family in Sindh province. The Hindu community alleges that Mia Mithu's gang forcefully kidnaps young under 18 Hindu girls and forcefully converts them to Islam before he marries them off to their kidnappers.
Non-Muslim citizens के जो मसले हैं.
Hindu MP and President of the Pakistani Hindu Council, Ramesh Vankwani, has raised the matter in Pakistan's National Assembly. But is Nawaz Sharif listening?
जो forced conversion है वो वहाँ पे होती है क्योंकि जिसके घर से ये होता है वो तो कभी चुप नहीं बैठता। इस वजह से वो बाहर रोडों के ऊपर निकल आई, उन्होंने रैलियां निकाली कि ये फोर्स्ड कन्वर्जन के लिए कानून बनाया जाए कि हम इस फोर्स्ड कन्वर्जन को जो है वो रोक सकें।
On a day Nawaz Sharif continued to beat his chest on Kashmir, seeking special dialogue, Prime Minister Modi made it clear that he's open to the Kashmir debate only if Pakistan-occupied Kashmir is on the table. Maybe it's time to remind Nawaz Sharif to focus on the 80 lakh Hindus under his rule, begging for the right to live without fear and with dignity. With Anil Kumar in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
Tariq Pirzada, will you look within, sir? Hindus forcibly converted, girls raped, murdered, forced to marry their abductors. Will your country look within, sir?
You know, you can come up with these stories, this false propaganda, these baseless allegations. Pakistan is a great country. Hindus are enjoying positions in assemblies, in provincial assemblies, everywhere. They are enjoying good life on
Sir,
the ground.
this is a story that was on a Pakistani. This is a story that Pakistani media is also talking about, sir. Wake up, sir. Please wake up.
In the Indian-held Kashmir, that is the issue of the day. The issue of the day is that Kashmir has to be liberated from the clutches of India.
Tariq Pirzada, मैं आपसे नाम पूछता हूँ, आप उम्र बताते हो. Why can't you answer a question that's asked you? That you're asked, sir. General Jaswal. Pakistani Prime Minister claims to be the voice of Kashmir. But what about the atrocities on Hindus in Pakistan? Or even Muslims in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, sir?
Your propaganda is so ridiculous, baseless, has no, foundation.
Can the general answer, please, Mr. Pirzada?
Mr. Pirzada, will you allow me to answer? Mr. Pirzada,
Yes, you have plenty of time to answer.
Mr. Pirzada, please allow me to answer. You were very loudly saying, we will make sure that Kashmir is liberated from India. वो थोड़ा मुझे सुनाई नहीं दिया because there is no weight behind that statement.
Don't
I
you
don't know
understand
from
that?
where you get this kind of statements. Will you please?
Oh, yeah, really?
No,
It
I
comes
do
from my
understand.
heart
I
and
do
from the
understand
heart
and I
of
feel like
200
laughing.
220 million Pakistanis.
I feel like laughing at your dream, Mr. Pirzada. I'm also a typical Indian, don't worry. And let me tell you, that is my territory. That is my territory, that is not your territory. Anyway, I don't want to get into that squabble. I don't want to get into a verbal, spat with you.
Well, do you have
Will
a
you
point to
please
say,
keep
Bego?
quiet,
You have
Mr.
to waste your
Pirzada?
time.
Let me speak. Yes,
speak.
I will make a point, but you kindly keep
Make a point. I'm
please
here, but you're
listen
not
to
making
me.
a point.
Okay.
You're wasting
Now,
air.
as far
Gentlemen,
as-
one by one. Tariq Pirzada, let the general make his point. I will come to you, sir. Tariq Pirzada, let the general make his point. Tariq
He has
Pirzada,
been a
Tariq
diplomat. He is
Pirzada,
not.
let the
He's been
general
a
make his point.
diplomat.
I will come to you, sir. Go on,
He
general.
has been a diplomat and he has not learned what, decency is there.
General,
What? Just
make
a
your
second.
point.
Just a second.
If you can't make a point on
just
air,
a second.
what you do on the ground?
If you listen.
Sir, what the general does on ground, you've seen in 1947,
Point number
48,
one.
1965, 1971. You've seen it in Siachen, you've seen it in Kargil.
I'm coming to
you know
it.
what the general can do on ground, you've
Your
seen.
Navy
Just
general
watch the
really gave you
general.
a
Just
befitting
hear him
answer.
out, sir. Kindly hear him out. Tariq Pirzada, kindly, sir.
Thank you.
Go on, General.
Mr. Pirzada, I'm talking to you with due respect
Keep
for your
addressing
age.
me. You're not
Kindly
making
behave.
your point.
Point one.
You're not making any point. I'm not misbehaving.
If you allow me, damn it, you don't deserve respect.
Oh, damn it.
I don't think you
You're not
deserve
allowed to
respect.
talk.
You're not allowing me to speak.
You
I'm
don't
talking
deserve
to you.
anything. You're a stupid general.
I am trying to
Nothing
talk
else.
to you. You're not allowing me to speak. You don't deserve respect.
You
don't deserve
have
respect.
failed to
I'm talking,
start
giving you due
making your
respect.
point.
Tariq Pirzada,
You
you
have
virtually
not
frothing
made
in the
any
mouth,
point
sir.
in the last 7 minutes.
Tariq Pirzada,
Will you listen
relax.
to me?
Deep breath. Deep breath. Take a deep breath, sir. Tariq Pirzada, take a deep breath, sir. Tariq Pirzada, take a deep breath, sir. You need to do some yoga. You seriously need to do some breathing exercises.
Do some yoga, and your general needs to do some yoga.
Sir, the
You know
general is
that?
calm.
I
The
really
general is
don't
cool
want
as a
to-
cucumber. Sir. Just give him
I
a
do-
second.
I do every day.
General, please make your point.
I do every
Please
day.
make your point,
Oh,
General.
you do every day?
Yes,
That's
yes,
why your
yes.
mind is not working, I guess.
It has
Okay,
been...
you're heckling the general. Tariq Pirzada, 30 seconds,
Mr.
30
Pirzada,
seconds
you
of
want to
silence.
speak?
Let the general make a point.
You
I
speak?
will come to you. Go on, general.
I'm waiting for him to start making the point that he
as
wants
far
to
as-
make.
Okay. Time out. General, go on.
Okay, as far as the human, yeah, thank you. As far as their regards for humanity is concerned, Pakistan, not Muslim, I wouldn't say that. Muslims are my brethren also. I would say Pakistan started showing its value for humanity, starting with the rape of Baramulla, wherein they raped women from 9 to 90. Thereafter, what they've done to the Sindhis, what they're doing in Baluchistan, they're talking about Indian Army in Kashmir. Look at the way they've been using tanks, aircrafts, artillery, everything to destroy the people in Fatah, the people in Baluchistan. Is this the kind of force that we are using in Kashmir? No, because there are people. These people do
like
not
general,
recognize
you're on
them
the
as
side
their
of the
people.
Okay,
TTP.
respond
Yet
to
they
this,
would
Tariq
not
Pirzada.
let the
Pirzada.
people.
Respond to this. Your country
Oh
uses
my
air
God,
force on its
please
own
allow me
people.
to
Your
speak.
country uses heavy artillery against its own people in this so-called Zarbe-Az. How can a country use heavy artillery against its own people, sir?
That makes me feel that makes me say that the Indian general is on the side of the terrorist TTP.
Okay. Now, there's one more aspect I want to raise.
Sorry?
General, stay with me. Tariq Pirzada, stay with me. Because 44,000, and these statistics are very important, 44,000 people have lost their lives in Jammu and Kashmir in Pakistan-sponsored terror in the past 3 decades. But Pakistan is still at it. There is a new video that has just surfaced. Terror's dirty dozen. 12 Hizbul Mujahideen terrorists armed to the teeth, caught on camera, chanting pro-Burhan Wani slogans. This video is seen as Hizbul Mujahideen's desperate attempt to recruit more youngsters.
Armed and dangerous. Terrorists flaunting automatic weapons caught on camera entering Kashmir forests via Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Their mission? To aid Hizbul Mujahideen's new Burhan Brigade. This fresh video, exclusively accessed by India Today, shows the terrorists walking in single file, some even carrying light machine guns. These are the commanders of jihad from Pakistan, sneaking into the valley to actively aid and train the new Burhan Brigade, formed after the killing of their commander and terrorist Burhan Wani in July. The terror strategy clearly to keep the valley's slain Hizbul commander Burhan Wani alive, even in death. On Wednesday, India Today had accessed a video of the Burhan Brigade itself. 11 terrorists of the Hizbul Mujahideen dressed in Indian Army fatigues, smiling casually. The social media terrorists seen checking their mobile phones and armed with Kalashnikov rifles. And now they have reinforcements from Pakistan to aid the Hizbul Mujahideen's fresh recruitment drive in the valley to keep it burning. With Ashraf Wani in Srinagar, Bureau Report, India Today.
Tariq Pirzada, your country continues to sponsor terror in India, sponsor terrorists in India. You've lost 94 people in Balochistan. You lost 145 children
All right, let me
in
answer.
Peshawar. You continue to be a state sponsor of terror. Why?
Let me answer. First of all, there is a freedom movement in Indian occupied Kashmir. 5,000 Muslims of Muslim Kashmiris are bleeding. 100 Kashmiris have been assassinated by the Indian terrorist army led by the terrorist Narendra Modi. And also must remember. And the
you
rape
are dying of terror, and all I'm getting from you is rhetoric, Tariq Pirzada. You're not even willing to look within, sir.
You answer your peers.
You haven't answered one question on the broadcast. Not one question you've answered. Let me get the general to answer. General, what do you make? General, what do you make of this video that has just surfaced? What do you make of this video?
Fake, false, baseless, that does not make any sense.
Go on, General.
Okay, Mr. Pirzada, please. As far as this video is concerned, It is a resolve which is becoming more stronger in Pakistan because after all they've not been able to succeed in Kashmir. So the resolve is becoming more and more stronger to make sure that the aim
because
comes
this is
out
an
and the
indigenous
voters
movement that has
fructifies.
started in Kashmir.
Please say
and
fructifies.
Kashmiris will be supported
Mr. Pirzada, allow me to speak. Will you please allow me to speak? Mr. Pirzada, will you allow me to speak or not?
You talk like a person who has just left the bed.
No, I'm not taking too long.
Okay.
You please allow me to speak. I don't
Clearly,
interfere when you
the
speak.
general has made
Have
a
that
very
decency.
interesting point.
Secondly,
the
please,
general has made a
hold on.
very interesting point that Pakistan-sponsored terror has lost in Jammu and Kashmir. Pakistan lost all wars. It's losing this terror war, and that is why this desperation. General Jaswal and Tariq Pirzada.
War in Kashmir.
For the moment, many thanks for joining me. Forget Kashmir. Try saving Balochistan. Try saving your Northwest Frontier province. You're in trouble there. Tariq Pirzada and General Jaswal, many thanks for joining me. I now want to shift focus to the Indian Institute of Technology in Madras. What happened in Chennai? Well, a student has accused General G.D. Bakshi, he's a former division commander of the Romeo force in Jammu and Kashmir, of hate-mongering, of jingoism. And this was an interaction at IIT. Now, Abhinav Surya is the student. He's demanded action against the army veteran. He claims that the general glorified brutality. Let's take a look at what happened at IIT Madras.
My generation split Pakistan into two. Your generation should ensure that it splits Pakistan into 4 different pieces. A brand new comment by General G.D. Bakshi at an IIT lecture that has sparked a massive controversy. An IIT Madras student has written a hard-hitting open letter to his director accusing General G.D. Bakshi, a popular television face, of hate-mongering and fostering jingoism. General G.D. Bakshi was a special guest at the prestigious institution to deliver a lecture before Independence Day. The retired army officer said that his generation split Pakistan into 2 and urged the new generation to split it into 4. He also said that everyone must fight Pakistan to remain united. Enraged by his speech, Abhinav Surya, a student, wrote in his letter that G.D. Bakshi's lecture was loaded with enmity, inhumanity and glorified brutality. He also accused General Bakshi of fostering irrational jingoism as it reflected a deep-rooted hatred towards the people of neighbouring countries, especially Pakistan. He also said that anyone who loves humanity would have cried at the level of hate-mongering. The student has also demanded necessary action.
This is not a very normal speech where there are contesting ideas, where students come together and discuss about ideas. This is a clear case of promoting and instigating violence among students, where the general has clearly called students to go on war. He is told that fight Pakistan, that will create unity. He is told that we have to break Pakistan into 4. He has called clearly out for war. This is clearly hate-mongering.
The army veteran himself has hit back at the student, asserting that he stands by his words. As a seasoned veteran who has fought terrorists and commanded units along the line of control, the big question is General G.D. Bakshi entitled to an extreme view on Pakistan? Isn't this free speech? And does it really amount to hate-mongering?
Break Pakistan into 4 if we need peace in India. General Bakshi is validating the military action in Kashmir. But according to Abhinav, he is promoting and instigating violence among students and is calling for war. Abhinav states that General Bakshi is a clear advocate to tit for tat, forgetting that in international diplomacy, the blame can't be put on one country for cross-border terrorism. This is Pramod Madhav for India Today.
Joining me now is Abhinav Surya, who found it objectionable what General G.D. Bakshi was speaking. Also with me is General G.D. Bakshi, but Abhinav, I want to come to you first. Tell me specifics. What was objectionable in what the general said?
The general's speech was filled with hatred and promoting enmity between people of various nations. The general explicitly called students to take up war and violence as a means of solution, and the general made explicit remarks, I quote, he said, go fight Pakistan, only then India will be united. And then he said, and then he went on to say that in our generation Pakistan was split into two, in your generation you should split it into four. I mean, this is clearly calling out for violence, and he also went on to advocate for nuclear weapons. This is clearly horrendous thing to do. What is the difference between the person who said Bharat ke tukne hue and the general who is saying go and destroy Pakistan? What
India is your own country, Pakistan is an enemy country, or is Pakistan not an enemy country, my friend? Is Pakistan not an enemy country?
Why do you think Pakistan is an enemy country? We have to foster brotherhood, we have to foster friendly relationship with all our neighboring countries. Instead of doing that, always going out for war,
respond to that general.
War and violence is completely non-diplomatic to do.
Respond to that, General. This youngster says that we need friendly relations with Pakistan. Where is he wrong, sir?
Gaurav, for the last 30 years, what have we been trying? May I point out to this idealistic young man that the fact of the matter is that 30 years ago, Pakistan started intervening with terrorist intervention in Punjab. We lost 21,000 Indian citizens there. Then they shifted the arena to Jammu and Kashmir. We have lost 44,000 Indian citizens there. And then he shifted to all the cities of India, Bombay, Mumbai, Kolkata, Delhi, Ahmedabad, Varanasi, you name it. We have lost another 15,000 Indian citizens there. Overall, in the last 30 years, 80,000 Indian citizens have died in Pakistan's war of 1,000 cuts.
Abhinav, are you aware? Are you aware of these ground realities? Yes. That Pakistan has been trying to destroy India through 1,000 cuts? The generals pointing out statistics. 21,000 Indians lost their lives in Punjab. And if I go by those statistics, 44,000 lost their lives in J&K, another 15,000 in the rest of the country. Are you aware of this? Are you aware of this? Are you aware of this?
I am very much aware of all this. I am very much aware of the offensive of Pakistan,
of the offensive count for nothing, my friend.
Measures taken by, let me speak. Of the offensive measures taken by Pakistan. But we have also been, I can also give numerous examples of saffron terror even within India, but that doesn't mean we
what does that have to do with Pakistan, my friend?
Killing people.
Really? Is this?
See, that's what I'm saying. That doesn't mean
General,
we go on and kill people who involved in saffron terror within our nation. So like that doesn't mean we have to go on and kill people of Pakistan for us to be
I'm sorry, this is a loose political term.
That doesn't mean
Who has been convicted as yet? Who has been convicted as yet? Please, that matter is sub judice.
What kind of a world do you live in? Young Abhinav, what kind of a world do you live in? You don't see the clear and present danger that Pakistan poses to India.
I am living in current world. I can see.
You know the danger posed by Pakistan, my friend.
I can clearly see, but that doesn't. See, I can clearly see that, but that doesn't mean we have to go and kill people of Pakistan. See, that doesn't mean we have to go and kill the people of Pakistan. That is no way a solution to this problem. That is in no way a solution to attain world peace.
We go and fight with the Pakistani army.
That is in no way
a
solution to attain world peace.
Creating this proxy war, which is behind this proxy war. We deal with that army. We deal with the ISI. Who wants to kill Pakistan?
I said go
we will have to raise costs for Pakistan, and if we have to pay it back in the same coin, we as a democracy should also be conscious of the suffering of the people of Balochistan. Don't they have human rights? 15,000 of them have been slaughtered.
Yeah, we have, but we don't have rights to intervene in that. Just like how Pakistan doesn't have.
Who have had a fraud in the name of elections. How about the Muhajirs?
Just like Pakistan doesn't have right to intervene in Kashmir, we also don't have right to intervene in Balochistan.
But did you object to Pakistan? Have you ever objected?
Pakistan doesn't have right to.
Pakistan has every right to.
Come on, I always object to Pakistan. I am objecting to Pakistan doing this. I'm not denying that.
Then mere objection does not stop the killing of our citizens. Mere objection, something has to do something concrete about it. We have to take actions to deter Pakistan. We have to take actions to raise costs for Pakistan.
Yes, I mean, that doesn't, I mean, just because a person is wearing uniform doesn't mean we have to support the brutality that is advocating for. We have to support the warmongering that is advocating for.
You are making false accusations against your troops. They are the salt of this earth. You are safe because of them. You sleep peacefully in your room every night.
No, you are the person who is advocating brutality. I am not accusing any army person who is standing there and fighting for the country. You are the one who is advocating brutality here. You are the